everyone, Melody here, and I just want to say thank you so much for all the new subscribers to my channel. Welcome everyone, and for everyone that has been following my channel, thank you so much as well for commenting on all my videos, and for everyone giving such great feedback and also amazing questions as well. Some questions that definitely stumped me because, as most of you do know, I am still also a beginner. For anyone new to my channel, this is my second year riding and I do have my M2. I'll be getting my full M next year after enough months has passed. So I decided to create this YouTube channel to help anyone else that's in that sort of like beginner phase and research phase, and anyone else that's kind of in their like 2-year mark as well. There's so much to talk about when it comes to motorcycles, so I look forward to this video in particular, where because a lot of people have been asking me to show my riding gear, then this is what this video is about. So I'm super excited because I actually decided to buy most of my, or at least better riding gear this year, because I did get more confidence after my first year of riding, like my first summer season. So, and I also did manage to find a few more motorcycle stores in Ontario that I could venture off to, because I find that when it comes to motorcycle gear, I much prefer to actually try everything on than to do the online shopping. I know there's a lot of people that will gravitate more towards online shopping, especially during all this, but I still prefer that, that ability to try something on before I actually buy it. So, and if anyone's the same, then what I'll do in the description below is I will mention all the products that I'm going to talk about in this video today. And I'll also mention which store specifically I bought it at, and also a link so that you can also see their online store for you to view. And if you do want to get online, or if you do want to go in person, then you have that option too. So the first thing I'm going to start with are my riding boots. So the riding boots that I have are the Alpinestars Stella Valencias. So they are right here. These ones are amazingly comfortable. Also the material is leather and also touches of suede as well. So it's got a really nice look to it, if you're into that. Also the back has some reflectors too. So that's also really nice, that especially since my bike is black and if I ever ride at night, it is also nice to have that added bit of protection too. If you're a new rider, the best thing about riding boots is the fact that you do want to protect your ankles. So with these ones and most riding boots, they're going to have a bit of a shell to cover your ankles, so that if you ever fall, then you are well protected. The other great thing is that with leather material is that one thing I find that if you are even riding at slow speeds in the city, then you might, on a turn, you might actually go lower than you expect. And having great material to protect your feet is really important. I actually had a friend that was riding in like Nike shoes, like regular Nike shoes, and she actually ripped a hole while she was like going on a turn. She like ripped a hole through her shoe. So super important, riding boots for either city or racing, anything at all. Definitely get your hands on a pair. These ones in particular are $230. There are some other lower cost ones or higher end ones too, but I find that for $230, these are definitely a great shoes. And they're also Velcro, which, another fun fact, at least I prefer to ride with Velcro than with laces, because I've actually gotten my shoelaces stuck to my gears when I tried switching my gears once. Not fun. A little bit nerve-wracking when you're riding on the street. So Velcro is actually a really good way to go when you are riding too. So as I go along and talk about everything, I'm actually going to put everything on so you can also see how it does look. Because I remember when I was researching everything, it was one thing to see like the photos online, but to actually see it on somebody and see how it's all put together is actually really nice too. So we'll put these on here. Velcro is on. I'll back up a little bit just so you can see them. There we go. So as you can see, really protective here, and it's also, you can tell the height it's really, really nice added protection because you want to make sure that more or as much as you is covered as possible. Should you fall, then you're safe. All right, so next, now whether you're gonna have a jacket on or let's say you want to ride downtown in a hoodie, I think everybody should have one of these. This is a back protector. The brand is Dainese. I actually have no idea how to pronounce that brand, but it's an amazing motorcycle brand. And the best thing I like about this one in particular is the fact that it is very flexible and it will actually go and match like the curvature of your spine. And the best thing too is that, especially for sports bikes, is that because of the position that you're riding in, you're going to be riding either lower, sometimes you'll just chill and you'll be like a bit upright. So I find that this back protection in particular is really, really nice to have and will kind of go with your movement really well. So again, this one is the Dainese Pro Armor back protection, and this one is $170. So, and as you'll see, when you do put it on, it's actually like, it really is nice to have it fitted. And when I say fitted, you have these bands here, so you put it on like this, kind of looking like a Tomb Raider sort of style going on without the guns. You have these two flaps that you put on. There you go. Ladies, is like a corset, but a lot more cooler. And so as you can see in the back, this is how it goes on. So full protection on your spine. So if you do fall, you will be safe. So I really like this one. It's extremely comfortable. Great brand. This one is also leather in terms of feel as well. And again, as I mentioned, that flexibility really helps to hug like your whole spine. All right, next is the jacket. So I love this jacket. It's actually pretty heavy, but of course this is what you want in terms of full leather jacket. And again, that added protection will be the key word here. Now, you don't have to have the back protection on, but if you are going to go for long rides on the highway, then more protection better. With this jacket in particular, they do have panels on the inside. I'll see if I can kind of tap at it so you can hear it. Well, you can't quite hear it, but maybe with this one, you can kind of hear it. So, so you have armor on your shoulders, which if you fall again, it's what you want. You want to be protected as possible. And then here you have mesh panels on your forearms. And as I was mentioning before, on the back, there's also a mesh panel. So the back protection is just an added thing to do. Again, if you are going at higher speeds and you just want to be a lot more careful. And this jacket has mesh on the inside, so very breathable. You have a waterproof pocket here, and another pocket here. So a little bit of storage there too. And I think stylistically, like any of my ladies watching this video, or if a guy wants to get it for his girlfriend or any friends, then it's, again, stylistically, I think it's actually a really nice choice. It fits super comfy. And also, for any beginner riders, one thing I really like about this jacket too is that it goes into like the curvature of the movement that you most likely be in most of the time with sports bikes, which is this position here, like not upright completely, but more forward. So this, it actually has that almost like that, like embedded is that shape, so that you will be comfortable on a sports bike. All right, and then next, so because the weather is getting a bit more chilly, just something small. Not everybody has this, but I ended up picking up this neck warmer at a motorcycle show a couple years ago. It was just like a stand that was there, and I just wanted something a little bit cool for Halloween at the same time. So I got this one. This one is from the guys at Cool Mass or Cool with a K. I'll put the link in the description below. And this was just, it was just $10 for this one. So here you go. So it just goes on, of course, like any sort of neck warmer in the winter. One thing I like about this one is the material. It's mesh, so that it is breathable. So it's warm and breathable. And like I mentioned, let's see if I can actually get this feature going. Oh, wrong way. All right. So this is what everyone buys the effect for. Yeah. As you can see, I really like the black and white theme going too, so I figured why not. So I'll tuck that in there. There you go. And like I mentioned, you can kind of see like how everything pieces together. I'll zip this up here as well, just so you see the full effect of the Stella. And fun fact, when it comes to Alpinestars, Stella is just to show that it's a female version of the brand. So they have Alpinestars jackets for guys as well, and they have Alpinestars for guys as well, for boots. So when they say Alpinestars Stella, it's the female version. So here we go. All right, and my favorite purchase this year is the AGV K6 helmet. And what I did is, it does come in a clear visor, and so I actually bought this black tinted visor as a little feature because I thought it's pretty badass. Whenever I see people on the street riding with like the tinted visor, I think it is a really nice look. So I decided to get that. All right, and one of the things that I like about this helmet is the fact that it's super light. It's carbon fiber. So not only is the material extremely like safe and protective, but it's so light, and the inside there's a lot more padding than you would normally find or at least like I had the HJC helmet before this one, and it was good. It was a bit of a lower end cost, but I find this one is it's so soft. So once you start to get a feel for like different helmets, then I think you'll know what I mean. It's very hard to describe like this, but lightweight and extremely soft with the cushion inside. So this on, and here we go. And for ladies, I always find that to like tuck it in a little bit there just to get a little bit more comfortable. And here we go. So, and just a little tip, if you are putting on a helmet for the first time, one of the easiest things to do is to hold these I guess these handles, I'll just call them handles for now. You pull them out to put on the helmet so it goes in better for you. All right, it might be a bit of trouble hearing me from here, but also just to show you the tinted visor, it looks like this. So, hey. Very fun feature. All right, and the last item on the docket are, of course, you do need some gloves when you ride, just to be even more safe. So, these ones here. Before I do mention the gloves, in terms of pricing for this helmet did cost $550. So it is kind of nice to get it under the 1,000 range, because as you can kind of start to tell, everything adds up very quick. And yeah, and then the visor, in order to get the tinted visor, the visor was $85. So again, you don't need to, but it was just something I wanted to do. All right, and now we have, so for the gloves, so these ones are the Revit women's fly gloves. These ones are $140. Now, with riding gloves, one of the best things that you want when it comes to riding gloves is that added, again, protection everywhere. So these ones, leather, of course. And as you can see when I put them on, you're going to want to put the Velcro together just to make sure your wrists are covered. And the other thing is you'll get a lot of wind come in as you ride. So you want to make sure that everything around your wrists are tightened, because I've actually heard cases where people will get like bees fly into their jacket, bugs, insects, like you name it. So you want to make sure that this is covered for sure. And you're protected from the wind. So put the other one on here. There we go. Okay, now as you can see with riding gloves, you're gonna end up hearing that some people will actually use garden gloves. I don't know why, I don't know how. Don't use garden gloves, because if you see these ones, you get added protection on your knuckles and your palms. Because if you ever fall, then you want to make sure that you're not gonna slide into cement with your bare hands or something that's gonna rip and then rip into your skin. So I love these gloves. Revit is such a good brand. I've had these for 2 years now. They've been really great. In the beginning they're gonna feel a bit tight, but I think with anything with leather, you just gotta kind of build up the motion, and then you'll learn to to find that flexibility in the gloves and actually just feel safe when you're riding, because you never know if you're gonna fall or what's gonna happen. So yeah, so guys, this completes my video on my riding gear. I hope you did enjoy it. I definitely enjoyed finally showing you guys what I have. I'll back up a little bit just so you can see it all in one piece again. So here we go. So boots. Hey. Oh, and then just one thing, if there are any questions about like riding pants, to be honest, when I ride in the streets, I just ride in jeans, and because it's always been recommended for beginner riders, or I even started to ride with jeans because if the material is extremely like thick and durable, like Levi's jeans, then it'll be okay. If you ever fall, then you're still protected. You do also want to wear leather, but jeans are also sufficient for street riding too. So no particular brand with the jeans, but anything that is like good quality is what you want for sure. So yeah, so that's my video on my riding gear. And oh, what I'll do, I'll take my helmet off just before I sign off. So just like I mentioned before, even to take off the helmet, you can go like this, and the straps will be like that. And voila! So yes, so thank you so much for watching my video. If you have any questions about any of the gear that I have on me here, feel free to comment below. And as I mentioned, I'll put everything in the description in terms of the pricing and where I purchased it. Because if you want to buy it for yourself, if you want to buy it for a friend, for your girlfriend, then you have a bit of information to use. Thank you so much for watching this video, and if you know anyone that's new to riding or wants to try and get some riding gear as well, then feel free to send them this video. And again, I hope everybody is staying safe out there, and I hope that everything will sort of become a lot more positive and safe, and we're all gonna get through this, I know, but just gonna send my heart out to anyone who's going through a lot right now. And that just like when I first started, motorcycles was one of those things that made me happy to talk about with my friends and other people. So if this is also the same for you, then then enjoy the researching with motorcycles, the riding and everything, the community, everything there is about it. Be sure to follow me on Instagram if you haven't already, because I do post a lot of different bike events that I'm going to. So for instance, on the 19th, I'm really looking forward to going dirt biking for the first time. I won't be using my bike, I'll be using one of the bikes there, so it'll be very different for me, but I'm very much looking forward to the experience. And yeah, I will be making another video soon. And I can't wait to hear from you guys with any questions or comments. And thank you so much. And I look forward to all the likes and all the subscriptions coming up. Thanks, guys. Take care.